So, made a few upgrades. I got COVID, got a new job. It's been my week. Got a new camera. Still trying to figure it out. Looks like, judging by the white that is showing up from the screen, that I need to get a face or like a face light because it's really grainy. And I was gonna mess with the software to do that, but I think the light is the way to go. That costs money. Well, good way to earn money is figure out how YouTube works. Spiffing Brit is gonna show us a glitch in the YouTube algorithm.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Spiffing
Hello.
Brit, and like all good British people, I dream of achieving something incredible, insulting French people. But outside of that dream, there's another dream. A dream to write history, to achieve something absolutely magnificent. And in my case, the dream I wanted to achieve was to get to 30,000 concurrent livestream viewers on YouTube. This
Ooh, I
is
have that
seemingly
dream
an
also.
impossible task for someone like myself. Whilst I have over 3 million subscribers, my average stream viewership is between 4 and 6,000 people. But a few days ago, to celebrate my birthday, I achieved the impossible, and I got to 30,000 live viewers. But I didn't play fair, ladies and gentlemen. You see, whilst live, we discovered some
I gotta fix the audio. My house is kind of loud, so I had to fix the audio real quick. Alright.
absolutely broken features of YouTube that allowed you to destroy the entire platform. And today, ladies and gentlemen, get yourselves comfortable, because I'm about to explain how I and literally any of you are able to use one of the greatest secrets of YouTube and destroy any sense of balance or fairness that this platform has. So make sure you have a nice warm cup of tea in hand, and let's begin. Now, as I mentioned, looking through the live streams on YouTube, there's a whole bunch of people out there doing all kinds of different kind of weird stuff. And I
See, this is the qualms of resetting your setup. Alright, now I fixed that.
I just wanted to see if for one day I could beat them, if I could get more views than Ninja, more views than Dr. Lupo. Wouldn't it be incredible if someone like myself could pull that off? Heck, what if I could get more views than those weird animation channels that for some reason are running like 6 animations all at the same time? I mean, who's even watching them? I guess we'll never find out. Anyway, that doesn't matter. What matters is that I wanted to grow a live stream on YouTube. So, how does one normally do that? Well, YouTube is a very simple meritocratic platform. Everything on it snowballs. The more views a video has, or the more viewers a live stream has, the more that product is pushed, and consequently, the more viewers are then brought in. This can lead to incredible compounding effects where you have channels with literally 1,000 subscribers releasing one video and it's slowly getting 1 million views over the course of a few months. This is probably my favorite feature of YouTube, and it's why the platform is so brilliant in my opinion. But the platform only works provided this system is fair. It only works if the live viewers are real viewers and that the views on the video are real views. Otherwise, YouTube is effectively pushing a lie to people, and we wouldn't want that. So as I said a few days ago, I went live. Now, what was this live stream? Unlike my normal live streams, I wasn't playing RimWorld, I wasn't getting 500 of my fans to try and speedrun Factorio under brutal working conditions. Nope, the live stream was simply myself and my good friend Potato McWhiskey sat down explaining a bunch of YouTube exploits that we discovered over the last few years and testing out and enjoying them live. The only goal I wanted to achieve was to beat my last live stream viewership record of 20,000 viewers. You might ask, why did I want to do that? And the answer is simple: I'm British. I continuously desire more. I mean, after all, what's the point of conquering one country when there's other countries out there? You're next, Albania, I'm sorry. So let's talk
I don't even know where that is. I know it's a country.
about the biggest exploit discovery we made that stream. It all began when my friend Potato mentioned that Kick, everyone's favorite legally dubious gambling live streaming site, recently had a very public exploit whereby you could increase the viewership on someone's stream by just simply opening a new tab and having the stream running again. This meant that if you were a nobody streamer on Kick, all you needed was, say, yourself to open up your own stream on another window, and suddenly you have 2 people watching you. You then
Genius. Never thought of doing that. I think I actually usually have 2 viewers whenever I'm doing a live stream because I've got my PC viewing, got tablet view, just in case.
Open up another tab, and then suddenly you have 3 people watching you. Repeat this 20 times, and suddenly you have 21 people watching you. And of course, when you're a live stream, the more people that are watching you, the more likely someone's going to click on your live stream. They want to see what everyone else is looking at. They want to know what's happening. Traditional live streaming platforms like Kick and Twitch don't really have a discovery algorithm, so viewers are simply suggested new content by a rating, word of mouth, or just whoever's at the top of the list. But then we had an idea. I mean, of course, YouTube's a massive platform. It's a billion-dollar company. It's got a brand new CEO. Surely, and I mean really surely, there's no way this exploit could work on YouTube as well, right? So, naturally, we attempted it live. That's right, I asked my lovely adoring fans to open up as many tabs of the live stream as possible. And what happened next was absolute chaos. Now, when we started this exploit, we had approximately 18,000 people watching the live stream, which was incredibly impressive for me. But of course, I wanted to beat 20,000. I wanted to go beyond it. So what happened next was a little bit crazy. A lot of our viewers who weren't watching on a mobile phone opened up another tab of the live stream. And what happened was the live viewer count suddenly increased. Now the thing with these tabs is they all had to be separate windows. If you had the tabs just simply lying across the top of your page, they wouldn't.
Okay, this guy's not just doing video games. He's like actually cracking codes. Does he get paid for these things? Or is he just doing these things for fun? I mean, obviously he's getting paid for the YouTube video, but like, do the companies like pay him? I know that Valve will pay people for finding exploits and pointing them out. He's probably even attempted that. I don't know. There might be a video. Gonna have to check it out.
Count as being actively viewed, but if you separated them all out so a little bit of the live stream was showing at each time, they all counted as a live viewer. Now that's incredibly powerful, but if all it takes to double your live viewership is to have all of your live viewers open up a second tab, then something very bad has just happened. And that's pretty much what occurred. And at 53 minutes into our live stream, we managed to achieve the impossible, and we took my channel and we got 30,000 live views. At this point in time, I was the largest live stream on the entirety of the platform, and it wasn't even close. I was beating out the next live stream by over 9,000 viewers. This meant that if you're on YouTube and you went into the live tab, the first stream you would see is my stream. This meant that we would then have even more and more people come into the stream and largely go, what the heck is going on? But also in turn join in with the exploit. There were, however, a few downsides to this. YouTube live streaming isn't quite as well optimized as Twitch. It does kind of devour a large amount of memory, and then when you're suddenly running 20 tabs of a live stream with a live chat that's going faster than an F1 supercar, suddenly you start running into some issues. And we had a bunch of our chat effectively drop out and come back in saying that their computer blue screened. Now, of course, my viewers couldn't keep this up forever, and I didn't want them to keep it up forever. If they did, their computers would be running hot for the rest of the stream, and
I don't know. I think my computer can handle it. I got a monster over here.
much rather we kind of chilled it down a bit. So that was the end of exploit.
Like, it's a little bit overkill for what I do with it.
Number 1. But looking back on that exploit, it really got me thinking to something that I wondered about earlier. Why do those weird Minecraft animation channels and weird Among Us livestream channels have so many live viewers? Like, I know there's a bunch of kids on the platform, but these numbers are really high. Like, why are there 554 people watching Scary Teacher 3D All of Us Are Dead? This channel here is literally running 5 live streams of what I can only presume is the exact same content, all playing on some kind of weird perpetual loop. And for a live stream with 556 people watching, there's an average of 1 message in chat each hour. So of course, something's going very fishy here, and this channel here, You Hulk Family, as well as this channel here, RYG Game Animation, well, these guys are just doing the exploit as well. They've evidently known about it for years, and they've gotten away with it. It's been one of the best kept secrets on the platform, and honestly, it's incredible that it took me to just randomly stumble upon it after all this time. But the one interesting thing I wanted to take a look at is that these channels are exceedingly odd. And you can definitely tell that they're viewbotting because notice that whilst they have hundreds of live viewers watching, as soon as the live streams are done, they only have like 2,000 views on the VOD. Now this just isn't accurate. If I have a live stream with 6,000 people watching, when the live stream finishes, there's going to be at least 80 to 150,000 views on that live stream VOD. This channel here with 444 people watching a live stream, when that VOD finishes, there should at least be anywhere between 10 and 50,000 views, especially considering these live streams are running for like 24 hours. But the reason the view counts are so low is because almost all of the views are just other tabs that are open. So whilst there's 444 people watching, in reality YouTube is probably classing 90% of these live viewers as just one view, meaning that the VODs have absolutely abysmal view counts. So yes, that's our first exploit, but come on ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm like. I'm not going to finish this video by just showing off one exploit.
Yeah, there's a... Ooh, farming likes. Let's see how that's done.
So let's go through
I'd
some
like
of the
to have
others.
some
Next
likes.
up is the exploit that we discovered to increase the amount of likes on the live stream. Now of course YouTube ties the like on a live stream to an account. If you go and like a video on YouTube, then close the video and go back to the video, your like is still on that video. You can't add 2 likes to the same video. It just doesn't work, and if it did, it would completely destroy YouTube. However, it turns out you can, because for our live viewers, if they unliked the stream and then opened up a bunch of tabs of the stream again, and then individually one by one liked the stream on each of those tabs, the like count increased by that amount. It's meant that we're able to summon thousands of likes out of thin air that we simply shouldn't have had access to. It's truly incredible that you can destroy YouTube in this way. And finally, we'll go for probably the biggest and most concerning exploit that we discovered. And when I say concerning, it's not concerning for you or I. If you're a content creator, you're absolutely gonna love this next bit. But if you're YouTube, yeah, this is probably the one you're gonna focus on fixing, because we discovered that one viewer could count as multiple viewers if they had multiple tabs open. I wanted to discover...
Do I care enough to actually use this exploit? Not really.
if that included the...
But if you would like to help me out, you're willing to do so.
them counting as different viewers when it came to playing an
I'm not going to stop you.
Whilst live streaming, I have a big button on my page that I can push and it just summons an ad out of thin air. It doesn't summon one for all live viewers, but it only plays one ad. So the experiment we set up was very simple. Have multiple tabs of the live stream opened, I'll push the ad button, and logically from YouTube's perspective, they should play one advert on one of the streams. If they don't do that, the next best solution for YouTube is that they play one advert across all of the live streams and it's the same advert. That way we know that YouTube has classed this as one ad view for that viewer and I'll be only getting paid for that one ad view. However, that...
Too bad that means nothing to me right now. I need to turn that down a little bit. Yeah, too bad that means nothing to me right now, because I make no money from this at all.
Didn't happen. What ended up happening, ladies and gentlemen, was I pushed
Maybe
the
I can
advert
change that
button,
soon.
and for some people, if they had 6 tabs of the stream open, they got 6 adverts, and they were all different adverts. What this means, ladies and gentlemen, is I managed to convert one viewer into being worth 6 viewers. I managed to convert 18,000 people watching my live stream live and getting advert views from them into 30,000 people watching my live stream live and getting advert views from them. This is a very, very big problem, because effectively if you have access to live streaming, what you can do is you can start up a live stream, get a whole bunch of YouTube accounts, open them up, duplicate as many copies of your tab as possible, and then spam that insert ad button, and you will just print money. Now of course you might be thinking, well look, there's no way YouTube actually paid you for playing that amount of ads. Surely on their back end they must have caught it after a while, and that's honestly what I was expecting as well. I was expecting after the stream that it wouldn't have counted and that the money wouldn't have been actually added on to my account, but it turns out it did. Now I can't show you this data because I don't believe YouTube allows us to publicly show off CPMs and RPMs, but I'll quickly explain what they are. A CPM is the amount of money I made from 1,000 people watching one advert. Across the platform this is usually a number anywhere between $3 and say $25. However, the more important statistic for YouTube is RPM. This is the real amount of money I got per 1,000 viewers. Now when a viewer watches multiple ads, this increases the RPM. RPM, because effectively we've turned, say, 1,000 people watching one advert being worth, say, $4 to instead be 1,000 people watching 2 adverts, which will of course probably be worth $8. Now, my live stream didn't have any other ads playing beyond the first advert people watch when clicking on the stream, and then that brief section where I inserted the ads. Now, based on the average watch time of the stream, my RPM shouldn't be that much higher than my CPM. However, it is. It's a lot higher than my CPM, and whilst I'm never going to be able to exactly confirm if YouTube definitely added on the additional ad payments, I can tell you that from looking at the disparity between the real amount of money I was paid and what I probably should have been paid, yes, this exploit does work. And if that's the case, YouTube, you're gonna want to fix that. Because sure, I'm a nice person, I love your billion-dollar mega corporation. I'm personally
That's
not
taking
going
money
to
away
abuse
from
the hell
other
out
people.
of that, but basically anyone can. And I hope I haven't just caused the next adpocalypse across the entirety of the platform, so if I have ahead of time, sorry guys. Look, it's part of a YouTuber's career to cause accidental sweeping broad issues with the platform to come crashing down on its face. So of course, we've broken the live viewer count, we've broken the like count, which by the way, you can also do by liking this video. That's a plug. The next thing that we're going to break, ladies and gentlemen, is the total view count
You heard
for
him.
a live
Like
stream.
this video.
Now for me, of course, the average amount of views a live stream has when I finish the live stream is usually between 80 and 150,000. Anyway, whilst doing our other exploits, we decided to test what would happen if our live viewers refreshed all of the tabs they were watching on. Of course, it would immediately reload the live stream, but the question is, what would happen when a viewer reloaded the live stream? Would it count as an additional view? And the answer is yes. Yes, it did. Chat, if you like, just start spamming refreshing the stream, and we're going to see how high the view count can go.
That's over twice the viewers.
How many is that? That's insane.
Wow.
What then occurred was thousands of my
Wow.
live viewers refreshing the live stream as many times as possible across all of their tabs. And within the span of 15 minutes, my viewership was adding anywhere from 6,000 to 12,000 views per minute to my live stream. I have never even released a video that has gotten that many views per
That's
minute on my channel.
incredibly
And yet
stupid.
here I am live with just a few thousand lads, and we are destroying my channel's records by mashing the F5 key. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2023 and YouTube has a built-in view bot on the platform. Thanks, guys. So of course, I wanted to get a bit cheeky. I wanted to break a few records. I wanted to see how many views we could add to the channel. And that's exactly what we did. We set about with the goal of getting 500,000 views on the live stream. And after
Is this one guy working alone? Or does he have a whole team helping him out with these things? This is insane to even think about.
discovering
Like,
this exploit,
just on the
we
fly?
did it. We smashed it. Look at that live views graph. It just climbs into the sky. So naturally, my hubris and my British ego started to build. I wanted to see if I could get to 1 million. That's right, little old me. Could myself and my lovely viewers drag ourselves across the line? Effectively, by this point, the live stream was in overtime. I was only planning to stream for 2 hours. So by this point, we were down to the elitist warriors, the people whose computers hadn't blown up in the previous exploits, and they were mashing F5, and they did the best goddamn live streaming of their life. But of course, disaster struck. In an attempt to bring more people on board to help us hit our goal faster, I sent out a tweet. Explaining what we were doing, explaining exactly how it worked, and inviting
and
people
then
to
they
join
got
us.
caught.
However, I am of course followed by several wonderful YouTube employees, and what happened next was someone probably forwarded on my live stream to the correct department of YouTube to take a look at what was going on. And unfortunately, 3 hours into my stream, disaster struck. The live viewer count started dropping as YouTube started correcting our video to lower the amount of views on it. Sensing defeat, I ended the live stream, knowing that YouTube would eventually autocorrect and remove all of the views on the stream, sending us back down to where we probably were meant to be, maybe around the 100,000 view mark. But still, this was very, very silly. I absolutely loved it, and there are definitely ways this could be exploited in the future. So it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the results on the back end of the live stream. What were the impacts that we actually felt? Well, beyond the fact that a bunch of very generous people donated money to my birthday tea fund, and a whole bunch of YouTube...
That was great. That was great.
channel members appeared out of thin air, the livestream itself was a very weird algorithmic success and yet simultaneous failure. Because we'd been refreshing the stream so many times, the average view duration of this stream had tanked into abysmal numbers. By the end of the stream, I think it was as low as 6 minutes. To put this into perspective, I have live streams where the average view duration is not 6 minutes, it's well over an hour. Consequently, that's not a very good sign. However, YouTube began over the next few hours auto-correcting the amount of views. Of course, it took a bunch of views off of the live stream, believing that they were probably bot and fake views, and yes, they were completely correct. However, at some weird point at like 3 AM, they decided to add a bunch of views back onto the live stream, which I wasn't expecting, and then 24 hours after that, they just removed them, but also didn't remove them because the views are still there, they just didn't show up on the analytics section anymore. Honestly, I have no idea what's going on in the background of
I don't think it was an actual person. I think they let an algorithm determine whether or not the views are actually a person or not. That's probably what happened.
YouTube for this video. It's a little bit of a mystery. We of course did go for a few over
I bet they were
that-
just playing. I bet they saw you were playing around. They were like, you know, let's test something out. And that's probably, I could see them doing that. That's probably what they did.
didn't make it into today's video, so if you want to check them out, by all means, go and watch the entirety of the VOD. I just didn't really want to bloat this video out into something that became completely unwatchable. But yes, there we have it. YouTube in 2023 is utterly and completely broken. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I love it. I love it when a platform doesn't work the way it's actually intended to. The fact that anyone can just massively increase the amount of viewers they have on a live stream is really silly and really funny. I wouldn't be surprised if some streamers have accidentally been getting helped by this without even realizing. And if people are doing it, you know what? Hats off to them. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, YouTube's a meritocratic platform. The entire algorithm will autocorrect itself at some point. And if it doesn't, that's completely fine, because everyone loves a little bit of jank. There is one final thing I want to try though, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing a little secret exploit on the back end that I'll try and share with you in the future, but it's not quite ready yet. And it requires one final test that you all can help me with.
I want to know.
Leave a comment on this video. Keep it as simple as possible. Make it just the view count on the video so that I can actually keep track of it, as I think there's something very suspicious going on. So of course, yes, thank you very much for watching today's video. Thank you for giving it a like. Thank you for leaving your comment on the video and helping me with my next exploit. And of course, thank you because you've probably subscribed. And if you
You're
haven't,
welcome.
you probably
I will subscribe. I'll give a like. You know what? How many views it got right now? Forgot. Okay, there we go. There you go. Gave you the view count. I'm gonna try my best to stay away from exploits, but if I find one myself and I think it's cool, I will show people. Like, similar to this, but I doubt it. I'm not that smart. But you never know. I could stumble across something. I like the Spiffing Brit. I've seen him do Game Dev Tycoon and a couple of other games. I didn't know that he actually exploited like algorithms and things. I'm wondering if he did anything with Steam or like Apple.